Hi children, welcome back to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School Guruvayur. I am Swati, your IT teacher. I hope you all are doing good, isn't it children? Okay, so let's start our class now. Till now we have discussed about certain stages of AI project cycle, that is problem scoping, which means designing the problem, and data acquisition, which means collecting the data, and the next one is data exploration. Then what is data exploration? It is exploring the data or information from the collected data for deeper analysis, and it is done through data visualization tools. And children, why we need to explore or visualize data? Do you know? For example, if you want to take a book from library, so what will you do? You will go to library and will you read the whole book? No, you will just look at its cover page, back page, and just the review or just the content, okay, to check whether you need it or not. So that's what meant by data exploration. So by seeing that, we will have or we will get a clear cut picture of what does it mean, okay. So children, I have told you data exploration is done through data visualization. So what is data visualization? Yes, it is the graphical representation of any data or information by using visual elements such as charts, graphs and maps. Okay. So by using data visualization, we will get a better understanding about the data. Okay. And children, we have to understand the three types of weak AI systems in order to get a better understanding of data exploration, in which the first one is heuristics or rule based AI systems, in which it uses certain defined rules for making selections. For example, the system that classifies individuals based on their demographics means certain categories like this. Here you can see on the basis of age, gender, etc. And then the brute force weak AI systems, which use decision trees for analyzing every possible options. For example, the AI based chess games, which use these systems for analyzing every possible move to find out the best approach. Okay. And the next one is neural networks, in which the systems are designed to mimic our brain, and it is also known as deep learning. So these are the three types of weak AI systems. So children, in such kind of systems which use big data, only the AI systems along with good visualization or good data visualization can only help us to take a better decision. So while we are using data visualization techniques, we are just analyzing the data to get a sense of trends, relationships and patterns over the data, so that by using those trends or patterns, we can define strategy for which model to use at later stage, because our next stage is data modeling. Okay. And also we can easily communicate the idea or same to others. Okay. So that's how data visualization helps to explore the data. Children, the next topic is data complexity. The complexity of data makes it visualization difficult, because the power of real data visualization comes when we are using real life data, in which there are different parameters. So in order to ease this complexity, we have to separate the parameters from the features of these parameters. So the parameters, which becomes the elements of the data, and features it is the characteristics of these elements. That is the first step. And the second step to decrease the complexity is analyzing the different parameters and finding out the correct parameters. Means the parameters that are having the most effect on the project goals, and it is also known as classification strategy. Okay, thus by which you can ease the complexity of data visualization. And for analyzing such parameters, we are using data visualization tools. Okay, by selecting the parameters that are most important for our goals. Okay, so let's see which all data visualization tools are used. Okay, in which the first one is Microsoft Excel. Okay, it provides a variety of graph and smart objects for data visualization. And next is Tableau, and this software which is regarded as the grandmaster of data visualization because it is simple to use and can create interactive visualization. And the next one is QlikView. Okay, it is the second major player in the data visualization market, and it is known for its capability of customization. And the next one is Fusion Charts. So this is a charting and data visualizing software, and it is capable of producing nearly 100 different types of charts. Okay, so these are the few data visualization tools, and by using tools here you can see different kinds of charts and graphs. So this is how we can see the data. Okay, from these data we can create a more straightforward view of data sets by understanding and interpreting data from large data sets. Okay, so by looking this we will get a pattern, characteristics or points of interest for which can be used for further analysis. Here what it is doing, it is cutting down our massive data set to a manageable size. Okay, so thus by which you can analyze the most relevant data. We can use some manual data analysis or automated tools, data visualization tools to extract data. Okay, children, I think it is clear to you. Isn't it, children? Yes. So, the data analyst or data scientist uses this visual techniques to explore the data, to understand the characteristics of data. Actually, we are transforming the data to a useful format. Okay, children? And next is how can we visualize data using graphical tools. So it includes 4 steps, and in which the first one is data curation, which means preparation of data. For that we have to load the unprepared data first, and we have to process it using different tools, and we can make it a useful data. Okay, and the next is connecting data, in which it allows the users to use data from multiple sources and also allows users to connect real-time data sources and formats. And formats means it includes text files, Excel files, database files, etc. The next step is selecting relevant elements, which includes selecting the data elements which are relevant for the goals and objectives of our project. And the final step is creating visualization, and it includes actual visualization of data using the graphic tools. Children, in your textbook, step by step ways to visualize data are given. Go through it and try to do it. Okay, so today we have discussed about the data exploration and why we are exploring data to find significant patterns and trends in the data, and it is done through data visualization technique, in which we are using data visualization tools. Okay, children, I hope it is clear to you. In the next class, we can discuss more about data modeling, that is the next stage in AI project cycle. So that's all for today. Let's see in the next class. Till then, bye.